A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English, 'cause it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hi everyone, welcome back to A+ English. I'm Pat.
I'm Chickling.
And today we're looking at part 2 of our article on beavers and sea otters. We discussed a few sea otter habits yesterday. Today we're going to look at both animals with a poster to talk about them and show you some pictures. Our warm-up question is, which animals store food? Why and how do they do this?
I think I know that ants,
Yeah.
they store food, and I think they have like 2 stomachs.
2 stomachs?
Yeah, so like one, they store food for themselves, and for the other stomach, they store food with the other stomach for other ants.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
I'm not really sure, but
I hope it's true. It sounds really nice. I know that squirrels will go and grab all the stuff.
Here in the cheeks?
Yeah, they'll put it in their cheeks and then they'll keep it they'll make little holes and they'll save it.
Cute.
And I think some squirrels will like tell other squirrels, like ones they're close to, like, hey, I got food in this place. You can go and find it. They'll like share locations. Hamsters, they stick the food in their cheeks. And of course, camels.
Okay, 对对对, right.
Storing a lot of water and stuff in these
骆驼.
humps and things like that. So they can, when they need to use it to cross the desert. So a bunch of different ways that animals store food. Sadly,
like cows, yeah, they do.
They got 4 stomachs or so, or 4 parts of one stomach, and that helps them turn the grass into milk.
Does that count? Kind of.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, we all that's what fat is. It's just stored food. But there we go. So we kind of do it as well, but mostly we use a fridge and some cupboards.
Yeah.
So that's the end of our warm-up question. Let's check out today's article.
Ethan and Evelyn learn about sea otters and beavers. Warm-up question. Which animals store food? Why and how do they do this?
Sea otters live in the sea, usually near the coast. They eat small fish and other sea animals. There are special pockets under their armpits for storing food. Sea otters have short, muscular tails. They lie on their backs to eat and use their bodies as tables.
So we're going to start with sea otters, and we learn that sea otters live in the sea. Well, wow.
Obviously,
blown
sea.
away by that. But there are other otters that live in rivers and lakes. So sea otters live in the sea, usually near the coast. So you won't often find them like way out in the middle of the ocean. They'll be in the coastal areas. So do you like going to the sea, going to the coast?
I do.
What are some really nice coast areas you've been to?
There is this one that's in Keelung, but I don't remember the name. I think it's Keelung 海水浴场嘛. Do you know the one that...
Maybe not. Maybe I've passed it by, but sometimes the names...
And it's got like white sand.
Oh.
I love white sand beaches. I mean, they're the most beautiful.
Yeah, I've been to a few of those. Where's some... The Croatian coast is quite pretty, near the city of... I've forgotten its name. The one with the... begins with D.
Greece?
No, in Croatia, there's a city with walls around it that's name of... I've completely forgotten the name of this place.
Okay.
But it will come back to me when I'm like thinking about something else.
Okay.
But it's got a really beautiful area, and I've been to a bunch of islands. Boracay. That's got a really beautiful island. I'll try and remember the Croatia one as we go along. It'll pop up in my head.
Okay.
But let's get back to sea otters. They eat small fish and other sea animals. Dubrovnik. There we go. Dubrovnik is the name of that Croatian
that's just
city.
A hard name.
Yeah, let's pop back into
Wonder
my
what
head.
the Chinese is.
Yes, well, let's go back to the article. They, sea otters, eat small fish and other sea animals.
Okay.
Okay. Do you eat small fish and other sea animals?
Yeah, I had sashimi just the other day.
Okay.
That counts, right? Just tuna.
Yeah. Are there any that you don't like eating?
Octopus.
Oh, I like octopus.
I mean, it's so chewy. It's just way too chewy for me. Do you have you tried the live one?
Oh, like in Korea?
Yeah.
No, but I would.
Really?
Just to tell people I've eaten an octopus that's still moving around.
Okay, like an achievement checked.
Yeah, it's just kind of show off to my brothers like, hey, I've tried this. What have you
Live
tried?
octopus.
So let's get back to the article. There are special pockets under their armpits for storing food.
I hope their armpits don't smell.
I'm sure they don't. They live in the water. They're constantly in the bath.
Okay, good.
But, yeah, so it looks like they have these little kind of skin and fur pockets and then just pop the food in there and bring it out later when it's time to eat. Do you often carry food like in your bag? Do you ever carry like snacks around?
I do, like chocolate bars or just cookies. Because I get hungry during the day, so it'd be nice to have like a little snack.
Do you count chewing gum?
I don't. I don't chew gums.
Oh, okay. But would you count that as carrying food around?
Probably.
Because you don't swallow it.
Okay, it doesn't count.
Okay. Water I carry around, but if I'm traveling with children, you've got to carry a bunch of snacks just to keep them happy at times.
Yeah.
So let's get back to sea otters. Now, we talked about the difference between them and beavers and looking at them.
Yeah.
Here's one way we can help to tell. We see sea otters have short, muscular tails.
Muscular tails, cool.
Yeah, they're quite short and quite strong tails. So how do we think these tails probably help sea otters?
They help them swim.
Yeah, that's mostly it, yes.
Okay.
You know how a rudder is the thing on the back of a boat that helps it steer? Sea otters' tails are like rudders that help them swim and steer and give them the direction. We also learn that they lie on their backs to eat and use their bodies as tables.
That's so cool.
Ethan agrees. You'll see a picture of him lying on his back eating chips off his stomach and saying it's a great idea.
Oh my gosh.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever actually lied on your sofa with food on you?
Yeah.
Yes?
I like doing that. I mean, it's so relaxing. It's like...
I probably wouldn't put it on me.
Okay.
I have to say, I'd keep it on the floor because I know me and I know that if it was on me, somebody will call me and I'll be like, huh, what? Spill.
Oh, okay. True.
No,
true.
I won't put it I won't use my body as a table.
Especially with 2 children at home.
Even before, it would just end up on the floor.
Yeah.
So that's a bit about sea otters. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll be looking at beavers.
Beavers live in rivers and lakes. Their tails are round and flat. Beavers eat plants and bark. Their teeth never stop growing, so biting trees helps keep their teeth healthy. They also use wood to build dams in water. Dams keep beavers safe from other dangerous animals. Dams also make the water still. This is good for storing food.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Let's now learn a bit about beavers. We see in the article, beavers live in rivers and lakes. So that's a bit like some otters, but they do look different. Now we did find out before that sea otters have short muscular tails. Here we see about beavers, their tails are round and flat.
Okay.
It's a little bit almost like a table tennis paddle.
Yeah.
Okay. And so we talked about how sea otter tails help them. How do we think this tail shape likely helps beavers?
Maybe it helps them to slap things. Slap my face.
That would be quite fun. Probably, I think it's like a paddle to help them swim and stay afloat.
Okay.
Yeah, they spend a lot of time in the water, so that's part of it. The article then goes on and says, beavers eat plants and bark. Okay, so tree skin, basically. And this is important, and here's why. Their teeth never stop growing.
Okay.
Which is actually true of a lot of animals like rats, mice, I think rabbits, other kinds of things like that. And we see their teeth never stop growing, so biting trees helps keep their teeth healthy.
Cool.
Keeps it short, stops them getting too big. So that's why a lot of you put a little bit of wood in like a mouse's cage so they can just bite it.
Wow.
But I don't bite wood to keep my teeth healthy.
We don't, yeah.
I brush twice a day. I use mouthwash. I don't floss. I've never thought it was
I floss. I brush my teeth like 3 to 4 times a day. I'm just addicted to it because I just want to keep my breath clean and fresh. Yeah, and I floss. That's it. I don't use mouthwash. I don't really like the taste of it.
The reason I started using it is, you might remember yesterday I said I had front teeth that stuck out in a brace. With a brace, I needed to help keep around bits of it clean, and mouthwash was a bit better for that.
True. So for the gaps and everything.
Yeah, that's why I was using it. Okay, let's carry on to another famous thing about beavers. They also use wood to build dams in water.
I remember this now. I think I've seen this in a cartoon.
Yeah, the dams are little houses built up of sticks and grass and all other stuff. Actually, beavers have 2 different structures. They have dams and they have lodges. But the only difference is what kind of water they're in.
Okay.
Because a dam would be in running water, like a stream, and it blocks the water.
Oh,
kind of like keeps it behind it, like a human-made dam. A lodge is more like in the middle of a lake, some still water. So this actually does change the whole environment. Like the water will then, if it's a dam, the water will get blocked up. It'll go out over the banks. It'll make the whole area more wet, which is actually great for birds and loads of other animals to come and live there. So beavers like change the whole area to make it better for other animals.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of cool. But that's not the only good thing about dams. The article says dams keep beavers safe from other dangerous animals. So something bigger, like a wolf or something like that, that might come along and want to eat it. What are some other ways that prey, so animals that get eaten, escape from predators, the animals that eat them?
Hiding in grass, camouflage.
Camouflage is a good one, isn't it? Yeah, think of the things like giraffe and zebras and the way they kind of hide with their stripes. Like
that patterns similar to the patterns of their bodies.
Right. With zebras, it confuses the lions because they can't tell where
the shadows.
it's like they can't tell when one zebra stops and the next one starts. So they can't figure out which one am I trying to catch because it just looks like one big stripy monster. True. They have to get close and find one by itself.
Wow. Okay.
The article continues, dams also make the water still. So running water in a stream or river keeps moving, of course, but still water just doesn't move. It's like a lake. This is good for storing food, the article says, because what would happen if you okay, here's some wood, I'm going to eat it later, put it in the river. What would happen?
It's going to float.
It's going to float away.
Yeah.
That's no good.
Yeah. Okay, so the dams.
Yeah, they build the dam to keep the water still, and then they can make a big pile of wood and then go, there's my dinner.
That's smart.
Go and eat that dinner later. So that's a bit about beavers. We'll talk a little bit more about them in our wrap-up, in our warm-up review time activity. But first, I'm going to let Chickalin do some teaching.
我们今天第一个单字是 coast， 它就是海岸的意思。我们常常会说 the coast is clear， 代表 it's safe to do something， 已经没有任何危险。比如说你可以出来了，you can come out now， the coast is clear， 没有人，是安全的，你可以出来了。或者是从彼岸到彼岸，此岸到彼岸，反正就是这个海岸到这个海岸的意思 ，coast to coast。比如说 the television show was broadcast from coast to coast。那我们看另外一个例句 ，Most cities on the island of Taiwan are along the coast. Along the coasts 就是说在这个沿海地区，所以台湾的岛上大多数的城市都是在沿海地区的。那我们今天讲到一些动物是会储存食物的嘛 ，store 在我们的文章中是当动词。有储藏的意思，我们常说储存可以 to store up something。比如说我们刚刚有讲到蚂蚁会储存食物 ，ants store up food against the winter。他们为了这个冬天来储存食物，所以它的名词就是 storage， 就是储藏。那么 store 这个字当名词，大家应该也知道有商店的意思，像我们的百货公司就是 department store。 那我们看另外一个句子 Fred stores all his pencils and pens together in a box. Fred 把所有的铅笔跟原子笔都放在同一个盒子里。那么 tail 这个字是尾巴，我们今天一直看到，因为这个我们讲到的动物有尾巴，我们在比较不同的尾巴，所以我们常常用一个片语 be on someone's tail， 代表紧紧跟随一个人。比如说 That taxi driver has been on my tail for miles。那个计程车司机先生一直跟着我或者是女生有时候绑马尾或长头发的人绑马尾，我们可以说 ponytail。比如说 She wears her hair in a ponytail， 她常常都绑一只马尾。那另外一个句子我们来看一下 Monkeys' tails help them hang from trees. 猴子的尾巴呢可以帮助它们悬挂在树上。那最后一个单字呢是 round， 这边是形容词，有弧形的意思。像我们说什么橘子啦、苹果啊这些圆形的东西，我们就可以用 round 来形容。Oranges are round， 或者是 a round table, a round stone.Round eyes， 圆形的眼睛都是可以的。那我们常常在数字里面说整数，我们也可以说是 round number， 它就是整数的意思。不过 round 除了当形容词、当副词、介系词都是 OK， 有环绕的意思。比如说月球是绕着地球转的嘛，所以就是 the moon goes round the earth。那我们看另外一个句子。This circle piece goes in the round hole of the puzzle. 这块圆形的拼图呢，要放进拼图板上圆弧形的缺口里。那么最后 magic box 我们看到 bark 这边当名词很特别，是树皮的意思，因为 beavers 吃的这些东西有吃树皮为生。那么 bark 当动词也是可以，就是有狗的吠叫声。我们常常口语会用一个片语 be barking up the wrong tree， 代表用错了方式做什么事情。比如说 You're barking up the wrong tree if you think Jimmy can help you。 如果你觉得 Jimmy 可以帮到你的话，那么你就错了。Okay, so that's everything we've had for today's lesson. Right now, let's go to our review time game.
Review time.
Hi everyone, welcome to our review time activity. I'm going to now give Chiquilin a true or false quiz about beavers and otters. Let's see what she thinks the answers are. Number 1, true or false? Beavers eat their own poo.
I think it's false. They're so cute. How would they do that? I can't imagine them doing that. So.
They do.
Really?
It's true. So do rabbits and so do a few other animals.
Rabbits do?
The reason is, and their poos are small and hard, and it's a way to get more out of the food they eat, to make sure their body's taking all the important stuff. Okay. They don't do it all the time, but when food isn't around much, they will do it.
I hope their mouths don't smell.
Yeah. Next one, true or false? A prehistoric beaver, so one that's like way before humans, almost like dinosaur times, was the size of a large dog.
True.
Actually false.
Oh my God.
It was as big as a bear.
Oh, it's a bear.
I think it's the size of it. There was a prehistoric beaver animal that was about the size of a black bear.
It could look like a dog, though.
Okay. Maybe look like a bit like a dog.
Oh my gosh, I got 2 of them in a row.
Well, let's see if we can improve it as we move on to sea otters. True or false? Sea otters have the thickest fur of any animal.
True.
It is true.
Oh, yay!
They spend so much time in the water, in this cold water, because they live in cold places.
Yeah.
Their fur is thicker and it's more dense on their bodies than even something like a polar bear.
Yeah, okay.
There we go.
Yes.
True or false? Sea otters can use tools.
I think it's true.
It is true.
Oh, yes, because I feel like they're so smart.
It's actually one of the things they keep in their armpit pockets. They will find a little rock that is like perfect for smashing open things like clams or crabs.
Cool.
And they will use it to kind of bash, open it up and get the meat.
Ooh.
So then they'll put it back in their little armpit pocket for later.
Oh.
Final one. Sea otters can hold their breath longer than river otters.
This one is tricky. Probably false.
It is false.
Oh,
that's good.
Right.
You got it right.
I think it's because that it's easier for sea otters to like find a place for them to like breathe. Is that the reason?
I have no idea. All I found online was that river otters can hold their breath longer.
Okay.
I think sea otters, it's about 5 minutes underwater. River otters, it's like 8.
Whoa, that's a long time.
Yeah, maybe they just need to be underwater a bit longer to find the food that they eat or catch it or something like that.
Very cool.
There's bound to be a reason. But there you go. So 3 out of 5. It's not bad. You had a rough start, but you recovered.
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys have learned something about otters and beavers as well. We're out of time. Thanks for watching, everyone. For A+ English, I'm Pat.
I'm Chickling.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Magic Box
哎呀，大家都出门了，怎么善意又一直吵着说要回去呢？哎，什么？你说你忘记带什么东西？ You forgot to bring it with you. 你忘记带了什么东西哦？那个意思是什么？你给我讲清楚啊！哎，什么？你又说 You forgot bringing it with you. 所以其实呢，你有带，不用回去了。哎，到底是忘记还是记得嘞？傻傻分不清啊！没有关系，今天呢，就让我炭治郎呢为大家解析 to 加上原形动词跟 VING 动名词有什么样不同的地方喽。大家呢都知道，一个句子里面呢不能够同时存在2个动词，就像呢我们鬼杀队跟鬼一样势不两立。那如果呢我要在动词后面再加上另外一个动词呢，这个时候呢就有2种用法了。第一种呢就是我们要请除不定词 to 后面呢再接上另外一个原形动词，比方说呢 She wants to sing a song. 她想要唱一首歌。这里的 want 后面呢就是加上 to 再加上原形动词的用法。那么另外一种呢就是 VING 动名词，这个时候呢它就表示动作了。例如呢我们说 She loves singing. 她喜爱唱歌。在这里呢 singing VING 动名词表示唱歌这件事情。这个呢是我们的第2种用法。那有些动词2种都可以用，而且呢意思还不一样。像是呢 stop 停止，就是呢一个很好的例子了。如果我们说 she stopped singing, OK， 这里呢是表示她停下来唱歌这件事情，所以呢就是停下来不唱了。但如果我们说 she stopped to sing， 那表示呢她可能刚刚在讲话。他停下来，他现在正在做的这件事情去唱歌，所以呢是要开始唱歌，反而是相反的意思，这有点不好懂哦。所以我们要怎么记忆呢？其实刚刚举的几个例子就可以看出来 ，VING 动名词动名词注意到呢它是名词的功能，所以呢它会是指做这几个动作的这件事情。而 to 加上动词呢，则是有要去做 ，OK， 要去做还没做，它表达了一种未来感。这样理解之后呢，我们就知道，像刚刚的 stop singing 停下来唱歌这件事情，所以呢是不唱了，唱歌这件事情停下来了。那如果我们说呢 stop to sing， 则是呢表示停下来去唱歌 ，OK，to sing 表达一个未来感，要去做，所以呢是要去唱 ，OK。大概呢我们2种用法就可以这样分了。那同类型的呢，还有像 remember 这个字，remember 记得 ，I remembered to talk to her. 我记得要去跟她说话。我刚刚讲话了没？还没。但是呢，我记得我要去找她。OK， 我还没跟她讲话，但是我记得我要去找她这件事情。那如果说呢，我说 I remember talking to her， 我记得跟她说话的这件事情。OK， 表示呢我已经跟她说过了，我记得我过去发生过这件事情，而且我记得这件事情。OK， 那一样后面呢接上 to 加上原形动词或是 VING 动名词有不同含义的。OK， 这2种含义是怎么样，我们就可以这样子来判断了。那回到呢刚开头的句子forget to bring it 跟 forget bringing it 这2者要怎么区分？你分辨得出来吗？没有错 ，forget to bring 表示忘记要去做，所以呢是没有带。那反过来说呢，我们说 forget bringing it 表示呢他忘记他有带的这件事情，所以其实是有带只是他忘记他有带。OK， 这样子呢你分得清楚了吗？所以善意到底是忘记带什么东西啊？这个 it 该不会是要给祢豆子的情书吧？我等等要好好的来拷问他。